These are the types of muscle contraction. Skeletal muscles are the principal executor of exercise. Human skeletal muscle can exert maximal contractile force of around 3 to 4 kg per square centimeter of cross-sectional area. The total tension that could be developed if all the muscles in an adult man pulled together is approximately 25 tons. Contraction of a skeletal muscle is explained by the sliding filament mechanism. Types of muscle contraction. Two types of muscle contractions have been observed in skeletal muscles. First one is isotonic contraction and isometric contraction. Isotonic contraction. Muscle contraction is said to be isotonic when the tension on the muscle remains constant through the length changes. The characteristics of isotonic contraction depends on the load against which the muscle contracts as well as the inertia of the load. Isotonic contraction can be concentric contraction. Here, the muscle actively shortens against constant load. Velocity of contraction is inversely proportional to the load. Eccentric contraction. Here, the muscle actively contracts while lightening. Load is much more than greater the force which the muscle can generate. Also, negative work is done by muscle. Muscle is more prone to injury during this type of contraction. Isometric contraction. Muscle contraction is said to be isometric when the length of the muscle remains constant. Muscle in a state of continuous tetanic contraction. Here is the series elastic component stretch and elastic components less stretch. Load-velocity relationship. Concentric contraction occurs when the force of contraction is greater than the resistance. Zero velocity occurs when force of contraction equals resistance. And eccentric contraction occurs when the force of contraction is less than the resistance. This is the setup for demonstration of isotonic and isometric contraction. Isometric exercise. In this kind of exercise, majority of the muscles are in a metabolic state similar to isometric contraction. High degree of tissue tension develops in the muscles, due to which the blood vessels supplying the muscles get occluded. Hence, the muscle resorts to anaerobic metabolism. These exercises cannot be performed for a long time as lactic acid production leads to ischemic pain or muscle fatigue. Isometric exercises lead to increase in the strength of the muscles. This is achieved by both increase in muscle size and maximal contractile force per unit area. Target muscles are those with predominantly fast-twitch white fibers like gastrocnemius. Isometric exercises are recommended for power games like sprinting, weightlifting, boxing, or shot put, or etc. Gain of function of atrophied muscles.